Are you ever in a relationship where you feel like you're constantly walking on eggshells, unsure of what will trigger the next argument or silent treatment? Do you find yourself questioning your own sanity or feeling guilty for things that aren't your fault? If so, you might be dealing with a manipulative partner. Here are 15 signs that your woman might be manipulating you. Sign 1. She gaslights you into doubting your own perceptions. Gaslighting is one of the most insidious forms of manipulation. A woman using this tactic will deliberately distort reality to make you question your own memory, perception, and sanity. She might deny saying things you clearly remember, accuse you of misunderstanding simple situations, or even rearrange physical objects and claim they were always that way. This behavior is designed to make you reliant on her version of events, leading to a situation where you constantly second-guess yourself. Over time, this can erode your confidence in your own judgment, making you more dependent on her to interpret reality. If you find yourself doubting your own memory or feeling like you're losing your grip on reality, it's a red flag that you're being gaslighted. Sign 2. She uses guilt trips to control your actions. Guilt tripping is a powerful tool in the manipulator's arsenal. She uses phrases like, "If you really cared about me, you would," or "I guess I'm just not important enough to you," to control your behavior through emotional coercion. This tactic exploits your desire to be a good partner, twisting it into a means of getting her way. As a result, you may find yourself constantly second-guessing your decisions and prioritizing her wishes over your own to avoid feeling guilty. This can lead to a relationship where you're always on edge, trying to avoid triggering her guilt trips. Sign 3. She makes you feel responsible for her happiness. A manipulative woman might place the entire burden of her emotional well-being on you. She may say things like, "I can't be happy without you," or "You're the only thing that makes my life worth living," creating an unhealthy dependency. This behavior puts immense pressure on you and gives her a powerful tool for manipulation. If you fail to meet her expectations or try to set boundaries, she can claim you're ruining her happiness, effectively guilting you into compliance. This tactic can make you feel like you're carrying the weight of her happiness on your shoulders. Sign 4. She uses pouting or sulking to get her way. Pouting or sulking is a passive-aggressive form of manipulation where she displays visible disappointment or unhappiness to influence your behavior. This tactic involves exaggerated sighs, sad expressions, or a general aura of gloom when she doesn't get what she wants. By making you feel guilty or uncomfortable, she prompts you to change your mind or actions to appease her. Over time, this can create a pattern where you anticipate her sulking and preemptively give in to her desires to avoid the emotional discomfort. Sign 5. She plays the victim to get your sympathy. A manipulative woman may frequently cast herself as the victim in various scenarios, even when she's not. This behavior is designed to elicit sympathy and support from you, often at the expense of addressing real issues in the relationship or taking responsibility for her actions. By consistently portraying herself as helpless or wronged, she creates a dynamic where you feel compelled to come to her rescue. This diverts attention from her own behavior and places the burden of her emotional well-being on your shoulders. Sign 6. She gives you the silent treatment. The silent treatment is a form of emotional manipulation where she deliberately withdraws communication as punishment or to gain control. This tactic can be particularly distressing, creating uncertainty and anxiety about the status of the relationship. By refusing to engage in dialogue, she forces you to guess what you've done wrong and how to fix it. This puts you in a position where you're more likely to capitulate to her unstated demands just to end the uncomfortable silence. Sign 7. She uses jealousy to control your behavior. A manipulative woman might deliberately provoke jealousy in you as a means of control. This could involve flirting with other men, talking about her exes, or constantly comparing you unfavorably to other men in her life. The goal is to keep you in a state of insecurity about the relationship, making you more likely to work harder to please her and less likely to assert your own needs or boundaries. This tactic can lead to a toxic cycle where your attempts to alleviate your jealousy only give her more power over you. Sign 8. She plays on your emotions to get what she wants. A manipulative woman may become adept at identifying and exploiting your emotional triggers. She might use flattery when she wants something, provoke anger to distract from her own misdeeds, or elicit sympathy to avoid taking responsibility for her actions. By strategically pushing these emotional buttons, she can guide your behavior in ways that benefit her. This emotional manipulation can leave you feeling confused and off balance, unsure if your reactions are genuine or orchestrated for her gain. Sign 9. She makes you feel bad for having your own opinions. In this manipulative scenario, she consistently belittles or dismisses your opinions, especially when they differ from her own. She might use sarcasm, mockery, or outright criticism to make you feel foolish or inadequate for expressing your thoughts or beliefs. The goal is to erode your confidence in your own judgment, making you more likely to defer to her in decision-making. Over time, this can lead to a relationship dynamic where you stop expressing your true thoughts and feelings, instead aligning yourself with her views to avoid conflict or ridicule. Sign 10. She uses self-pity to get you to do things for her. A manipulative woman may frequently engage in displays of self-pity to coerce you into doing things for her. She might exaggerate her helplessness, claim that no one else cares about her, or paint herself as a perpetual victim of circumstances. This behavior is designed to trigger your protective instincts and sense of duty. By constantly presenting herself as needy or downtrodden, she can guilt you into taking on responsibilities or making sacrifices that you might otherwise resist. Sign 11. She only reaches out when she needs something. In this classic manipulation tactic, she maintains a pattern of sporadic communication, only reaching out when she requires assistance or wants something from you. This behavior creates an imbalanced dynamic where you feel used and undervalued, yet remain hopeful for genuine connection during these brief interactions. The manipulator carefully times her contact to coincide with her needs, whether it's emotional support, financial aid, or favors. By doing so, she conditions you to associate her attention with your usefulness, making you more likely to comply with future requests in hopes of maintaining the relationship. Sign 12. She gives you backhanded compliments. Backhanded compliments are a subtle form of manipulation where she delivers a seeming compliment that actually contains an insult. For example, she might say, "You look so handsome," when you actually try, implying that you usually don't look good. These comments are designed to undermine your self-esteem while maintaining plausible deniability. If you object, she can claim she was just trying to be nice. Over time, this can erode your confidence and make you more susceptible to her influence and control. Sign 13. She plays the "I'm fine" card to avoid talking about issues. When confronted with relationship problems or her own behavior, a manipulative woman might resort to the classic "I'm fine" response. This tactic is used to shut down communication while simultaneously making you feel guilty for bringing up the issue. By refusing to engage in honest dialogue, she maintains control over the narrative and avoids taking responsibility for her actions. This can leave you feeling frustrated and unheard, often leading you to drop the subject altogether to avoid conflict. Sign 14. She makes you feel like you're walking on eggshells around her. A woman employing this manipulation tactic creates an atmosphere of unpredictability and tension in the relationship. Her moods may swing dramatically without warning, or she might react with disproportionate anger to small issues. This behavior keeps you in a constant state of anxiety, always trying to anticipate and prevent her next outburst. As a result, you may suppress your own needs and feelings, prioritizing her emotional state over your own well-being to maintain peace. Sign 15. She uses your insecurities against you. In this manipulative strategy, she identifies your vulnerabilities and exploits them for her own gain. She might make subtle digs about your appearance if you're insecure about your looks, or question your career choices if you're unsure about your professional path. By consistently targeting these sensitive areas, she undermines your self-confidence and creates a dynamic where you're always seeking her approval. This makes you more malleable to her wishes and less likely to stand up for yourself in the relationship.